All right, back to this. In the previous parts, we actually trained our Pokemon, our whole team, all the way up to the level cap to fight Diana. We got one good run in that actually we went all. The main difference in our strategy, given we've hit the level cap, was to save the Mega on Demon for Cresselia, and that actually made a difference because it got to the point where Demon died, and then we sent in Cleaver, which was our last Pokemon. However, Cresselia was on less than half HP, and giving Cleaver outsped it. All it needed to do was to land an Icicle Crash, and we would have pretty much won that battle because Psyshock would have one-shot us. So it came down to us basically outspeeding it and killing it. However, he missed the Icicle Crash, so we lost the battle. And that, like we said, that was the one good run I had. So I decided that I didn't want to beat it off camera because that wouldn't involve some sort of cheese strat. It would involve basically playing until I get the perfect match or like the perfect run. And I really didn't want to do that. I felt like that I don't know. I just really didn't. So I had a different idea. My idea was to, because going into that battle, only 3 of my Pokemon were really useful. The rest were fodder. However, I had a different strategy. Basically, train up the armored Pokemon that are useful, or at the very least, armored Tyranitar, and use it. Because I have no doubt that armored Tyranitar could sweep this gym if it really came down to it. But yeah, so that's my strategy, or my new strategy or plan. But obviously, I need to do training in the off time in order to make that happen. Because I don't want to use like a level 50 something Tyranitar. Like you can already see my party slightly different. Yeah, I don't want to use like mid 50s like armored Pokemon against like level 65. So looking at my party, this is the party I'm going to use against Diana, and hopefully this is the last time I'll ever need to battle her. Yeah, so here we have Cleaver is the same, Spicy Ice is the same. These two are like permanent members of my party, really. Sandman is the same because he actually was useful in the previous battle, at the very least against Gardevoir, given he's got Gunk Shot. And even so, he's pretty specially defensive, and our Pokemon are special attackers, so that's something. We've got Demon, obviously, a starter with the Mega Evolve, so that's kind of a permanent member of my party. These 4 really are permanent party. It was the last 2 that are kind of interchangeable, and that's what I'm doing for this battle, at least. So now we have Armored Lavaney. This one was a tougher decision, like ultimately what to use. I chose Lavaney mainly because of its bug typing, which would be good against her psychic types like X-Scissor. Unfortunately, I can't teach it any other grass move besides Leaf Storm, and it has like what? Or okay, that was the wrong direction. And it has like half of the special attack, like compared to attack, but thankfully, like, I only need bug type moves against this gym, given as psychic types. And then it also has Sword Stance, which could be something. So, and then Armored Tyranitar. I mean, this was the obvious one. This is the one I've been saying. Like I said, this was more of a tough decision, but I ultimately went with it given the bug type. And then Armored Tyranitar is kind of like a no-brainer. Like Crunch, given his stats, like he has the most stats out of anyone on my team, being 100% honest. Why do I have so many special attack EVs? Like, I don't know. Like, yeah, looking at this dude, like his stats, I think he has the most attack, defense, and special defense. Actually, no, hold on. Yeah, he has more special defense than Spicy Ice. He doesn't have as much attack as Cleaver. But yeah, he has more special defense than Spicy Ice. No one on my Pokemon is really defensive tank. But yeah, he's got the most attack, or no, he's got the most defense and special defense out of any Pokemon on my team, as well as the second most attack. So that is something. And obviously, given the dark typing, that was kind of, like I said, kind of a no-brainer. It was the Lavaney, adding Lavaney, which was a tougher decision. Before I do this battle, actually, one thing I need to do is buy more hyper potions because I used them all. I don't need to restock on anything else other than hyper potions for this battle, really. If I have like 0 cash, that's actually going to be a real disappointment. Like that'll actually be an issue. But I can like sell stuff, right? So it's not like the worst. And I think I have a decent amount of cash or whatnot. So yeah, I have 50,000 or whatnot. Actually, we can use this opportunity to buy a max potions instead of hyper potions. Yeah, we can buy max potions, right? So I think it's worth the extra money because, like, let's look at the HP of our Pokemon now. I think they've sort of eclipsed 200, which is what the limit for hyper potions is. Yeah. Mainly Sandman. Gojira only has 216. Gojira? Gojira? I'm going to call it Gojira. So, yeah, mainly for Sandman. But, yeah, I still think it's worth it, and we might as well. So, that's the only thing that was all else I needed for this battle. I guess now, obviously, my strategy is going to change. I'm going to get to the gym and kind of think about what exactly I'm going to lead with. Because before I led with Cleaver, but that was with my old team, right? This is a different story, given I'm changing out 2 of the Pokemon, and the 2 Pokemon I'm swapping in go from being fodder to probably the most useful Pokemon on my team. Like Armor Leavanny and Armor Tyranitar are probably more useful in this battle than anyone else, with the exception of maybe Mega Demon or whatnot, but we'll see. I'll take like a couple moments to think about, because I don't want to spend like the whole time. Okay, yeah, we can walk through these walls. Damn, I really spent 3 whole parts on this gym. It's kind of annoying. Yeah, because I spent 2 parts. 1 part as soon as I got there. Another part training to level cap. Now I basically need to revamp my whole team. So let's see. I guess Cresselia. I mean, here's the thing. Gojira hard counters Cresselia because Cresselia's only attacking move is Psychic, Psyshock. And I mean, Gojira is obviously a dark type, much less a dark type with insane stats. So I think we save him for Cresselia. So yeah, I don't need to use Demon against Cresselia anymore. I think I use Gojira against Cresselia. Also, Gothitelle, because we know Gothitelle gains effectively a 3rd typing upon Mega Evolution. So it becomes Dark, Ghost, Psychic. And I think Dark or Ghost or, either Ghost or no, it doesn't gain the super effectiveness. So it gains the resistances though. So the only super effective move against Mega Gothitelle is Bug type. So I'll probably save Leavanny for that. So yeah, I mean, I'm not sure my order is going to change. I mean, I guess maybe, do I still lead off with Cleaver? I don't know. Yeah, here's what I'm thinking. This is one situation where I lead off with Demon. Because the 2 main Pokemon that I need to consider, right, are, I guess, you know what? No, I'd rather save Demon. Given I know that Cleaver can beat that Delta Melodic, I don't think I need to use Demon and potentially stack it. Because Demon has use against the rest of her Pokemon. As opposed to Cleaver, who's the only real Pokemon he can do anything against his Delta Melodic. Yeah, I think that's ultimately a strategy. I'm still going to lead off with Cleaver. And yeah, so let's save here. And yeah, I didn't like give max EVs to Armored Leavanny and Armored Tyranitar, mainly because I don't think it's necessary. And also, they're not going to be permanent members of my party. I'm just using them for this gym battle because I can't beat it without otherwise, or at least without getting a perfect run. So it really makes sense. I mean, I'm hoping this is the only try I'll take. And again, I'm going to go until Cleaver kills Delta Melodic, which requires 2 Icicle Crashes landing, so that's 2 75% chances, as well as Cursed Body Knock activating, which is a 30%. So again, until I get that sequence of like events, I'm not gonna I'm gonna just keep soft resetting until I get that, because again, I don't really want to use Demon against Delta Melodic because he's useful against the rest, and I know Cleaver can beat Delta Melodic, so yeah, I mean, So yeah, let's just hope I don't get unlucky and get this quick. So let's see, that's going to deal half. Nice. And because Life Orb signifies that cursed body, and I got the flinch. She may use a full restore though, because we know Life Orb goes after cursed body activates. So if we get Life Orb damage, we know we avoided cursed body. But she may use a full restore. She didn't. Nice. We're already on a good run. Because yeah, cursed body activate now is irrelevant. The thing is, I wanted Cleaver to deal with Delta Melodic because he really has no other use this battle, so it makes sense. Like, might as well. And then, yeah, obviously Gardevoir kills Cleaver here, right? But there's no point in, I might as well just sack Cleaver, use his fodder, because he really doesn't have use against any other one of her Pokemon. So. Oh, yeah, I forgot that was disabled. No, let's not use one of these moves because that's actually quadruple ineffective. Like, just throwing that out there. And then, yeah, it outspeeds us, actually. Kills us with Blast. Forgot outsped us. So, yeah, now we use Sandman here because Gunshot one-shots Gardevoir. I just, like, hopefully it hits. If it doesn't, that'd be kind of a troll. Like, if it doesn't land. Because then, like, it's like, well, because it two-shots us. So, we only get one opportunity with a gunk shot to kill it or whatnot. So, yeah, and it outspeeds us too. So it's not even like there's anything involved in that, really. So, oh my God, seriously? I think this is like redeem. Here's the issue. Gardevoir outspeeds our whole team. Is this? No, I don't think this run is over. But the issue is Gardevoir outspeeds our whole team. And the issue is also Sandman's going to die. So that's so unfortunate. I mean, like, come on. So what do we do here? Because Gardevoir outspeeds our whole team. And I need to think about, okay, what can actually deal with Gardevoir? So I need something that's super effective. Demon, here's the thing. I think I could use Mega Demon against Gardevoir. The reason being that Noctum lowers the power of Fairy types. So yeah, I don't think a Moonblast will one-shot Demon with Noctum up. So if I go into Demon and Mega Evolve it, I think we can survive a Moonblast and then one-shot it with Shadow Ball. So it's not the worst. This would have been detrimental in the previous run, but that's just kind of a troll that like Gunk Shot missed. Didn't land. This is why I want Poison Jab instead or whatnot, so I don't need to like bank on that. And it's unfortunate that I used 3 PP ups on it, but I needed that for, what was it, Harmony? So yeah, we're going to send in a Demon here. And then, yeah, we're going to Mega Evolve, which will bring up which will ultimately lower the power of Fairy type moves. I think it's like by 35. Can we Mega Evolve? Is my Z keep? Okay, no, it's not. Yeah, and then we know it outspeeds us. But again, I don't think Moonblast will one-shot us. If it does, I'll be extremely mediated. I even have a nature that increases special defense. So Moonblast shouldn't one-shot us. I got the very unfortunate nature from the Pokemon machine. But, yeah, so with Noctum going up, that reduces Moonblast power. I really don't think it will one-shot us here. If it does, that's kind of a troll. Like, okay, thank God. I was about to say, is it really going to one-shot us? And then Shadow Ball should kill it. Like, with okay, thank God. If it didn't, that would have been such a troll. But yeah, so there we go. And the thing is, we don't need Mega Demon against Cresselia, so this isn't that big of a deal. And also, here's the thing. Her Gengar outspeeds Demon, so she's going to kill, right? Like, her Gengar is going to kill Demon, so we might as well just Shadow Sneak. I think that's the move. I guess, but then the issue becomes, okay, how do I deal with that Gengar? Because I'm saving... Because here's the thing. I'm saving Leavanny for Gothitelle and Gojira for Cresselia. So yeah, then it becomes, okay, how do we deal with this, right? So I think we still Shadow Sneak nonetheless. If anything, I think we try and bring back Sandman, because I know he can tank Shadow Ball 3-shot Sandman. So even if we don't get to use the Hyper Potion, just a revive on Sandman should be enough to, but then no, because the issue is then that the Gengar, because Sandman doesn't have a move that does anything against Gengar, so yeah, that's kind of the issue. Use Shadow Sneak here. Okay, nice. Let's see, Icy Wind and yeah. Okay, use Icy Wind. Like, yeah, sure. Now it's just flexing, like using this super low power move. That was actually close to killing it. Cause yeah, now we know she's gonna use a hyper potion or whatnot. So yeah, let's go into spice. I think here's the plan. I'm gonna use Spicy Ice as fodder here. And then I'm gonna revive Demon. The issue being I don't want to use Gojira or Levani because those two have their matchups. Yeah, I kind of want Demon to deal with this Gengar. So yeah, I'm gonna use because she's gonna use the Force Door this turn, right? And I can use the revive and hyper potion on Demon or whatnot. So yeah, let's do that. Yeah, so let's see. Yeah, use the revive on Demon. Yeah, so yeah, she used the Force Door. And yeah, because the thing is, Spicy Ice can't do anything really. So yeah, and I think, yeah, I guess there's the possibility of it missing Focus Blast, which would actually be that'd be kind of funny. But yeah, so let's use the Max Potion here on Demon. So yeah. Let's see what she uses or whatnot. Because Focus Blast, okay, it did miss. That's actually lucky. I guess that cancels out for a Gunk Shot missing. Because Gunk Shot missing actually was kind of detrimental. Like, just being 100% honest. Because I probably could have killed that Gengar without Demon dying if, Gunk Shot did miss. So I'm also going to bring back Sandman because that's still useful against her. It one-shots her Chandelure. So Andy also tanks an attack from that Chandelure. So Focus Blast, yeah, now that kills us. So yeah, so ultimately, yeah, I'm gonna send in Demon here. Is the Noctum still up? Oh, come on. That's kind of unfortunate. Because the thing is, I think a Shadow Ball still kills Demon here. Like without Noctum being up. Here's the issue, right? Here's the issue because it's also raining out. If you can hear that. I don't know whether Shadow Ball one shots Demon. I think I need to, because here's the thing, I use Shadow Sneak, it'll bring it down about half. I think I need to bank on Shadow Ball not one-shotting Demon here. Because here's the thing, with Noctum down, and also Demon has actually a special defense. I think I need to bank on Shadow Ball not one-shotting Demon here. I think that's the issue. And I think with Noctum, because Noctum deals more, or Noctum more so affects Ghost type's power than Demon special defense. Yeah, I think I really need to bank on Shadow Ball not one-shotting Demon here because Demon Shousty kind of won't really do anything. Like, because yeah, it'll get it down to half, and then what do I do from there? Like, that's kind of the question. Please don't one-shot. Oh, come on. So it does. That's kind of obnoxious, even at level 68, because that wasn't something I tested out before. I knew a one-shot back at what, level 66? That's actually kind of obnoxious. That's really obnoxious there. I mean, that Gengar's so obnoxious. The issue is Levitate, right? Sandman can't do anything. I mean, that's actually so obnoxious. It really is. I don't want to use Gojira because that's Focus Blast. That's an issue. That's just so obnoxious, I think. That really is. I mean, now that I formulated a strategy to deal with the two biggest Pokemon, and now it's just another Pokemon that's causing issues. Because, yeah, here's the thing. We know Sandman will survive any move it uses. I'm going to revive and fully bring back Demon. I need to hope that a Shadow Sneak kills that Gengar. I think that's the ultimate hope. Because I think Demon's the only one who can really deal with that, right? So I need to hope that Shadow Sneak kills that Gengar, right? That's what it comes down to. So, yeah, we know we can survive one. So, really, okay, that was close. That was kind of real close. And then, okay, for a second I thought that was Life Orb damage, but I forgot that's the Ion Cleaver. So, yeah, now we use Max Potion on Demon. So, yeah, let's use that. Yeah, we use the Max Potion on Demon here. And again, I don't want to use Levaini or Gojira. Like, that's honestly obnoxious. That Gengar. I mean, basically the only possible. I may honestly lose this battle. I think that's what it comes. I may lose this. The reason being, I'm. How did I killed that Mega Gengar? I killed the Gengar before by whittling it down and then killing it with the Shadow Sneak. But I may need Mega Demon in order to kill the Gengar. So I'm not sure a Shadow Sneak will kill on this HP. Because with Noctum and Mega, it did what? Nearly the whole thing. I don't think it'll deal enough damage. And we know we died at a Shadow Ball. I don't think this is going to deal enough damage. No, it doesn't. It just. Here's the thing, though. This is interesting. Because here's the thing, though, right? I actually think I can deal with it. Because she's going to use a Hyper Potion. Yeah, she's going to use a Hyper Potion here. I think Gojira can use Crunch and kill it from. Yeah, definitely should be able to use Crunch and kill it from full HP. And I don't think she'll go for a Focus Blast here. I think she's going to go for a Forest Store because she's only used one. So, yeah, and then we got the Sandstream. That's actually funny. Yeah, I think she uses a Forest Store here. Yeah, she did use the Forest Store. That's nice because a Focus Blast probably would have killed us. Like, but yeah, obviously with Forest Store, I was going to be really disappointed if that didn't kill it. I mean, Gojira has like the second most attack behind Cleaver. So, and then yeah, so Gothitelle, this is actually a bad matchup. Hold on, let's think about its typing. Psychic, Dark. So a Crunch will deal normal damage. But the thing is, she doesn't really have anything Gojira. It's got Calm Mind, Psyshock, Dark Matter, and Signal Beam. Those don't really do much. Gojira may be able to sweep the rest of her team. Like, I may not need Cresselia because I don't think she touches Gojira. I think that Gengar really was the last thing that could actually do any sort of, like, damage to Gojira. Yeah, I guess, let's think about it. It gains the resistances and immunities of Ghost, but not the weaknesses. So, yeah, the only move that's super effective against it is Bug. Like, only a 4 times move. Yeah, Bug's the only super effective move. And I guess Fairy. Yeah, Bug and Fairy. Like, Dark is still normal. I think we use, honestly, we could either use Stone Edge or Crunch. I'm not willing to risk the miss. So I think I go for Crunch here. Yeah, it doesn't really have anything to damage Gojira. Like, because we're taking the consideration, like, Gojira is armored. He has the most special defense on our team, more special defense than Spicy Ice, who basically has all our stats in special defense. So, yeah, that just goes to show how insane Armored Tyrant. It's actually, yeah, I think Crunch is the best move. So that should 3-shot it. Well, also it takes Sandstorm damage too, so. I guess here's the thing. I think Stone Edge plus Sandstorm damage will kill it. So I think it's actually worth the risk now. But then again, she's also out of Hyper Potions. But I kind of want Dead. So I think I'm willing to risk the Stone Edge. Yeah, use another Calm Mind. I'm kind of want it Dead. So I'm willing to risk the Stone Edge. Because that would definitely kill it. Like that along with... Okay, really? What? Did that really deal... That really only dealt that much damage? I thought, because Stone Edge is 175 with Stab, so that's 150. Crunch is 80, 100, so Stab is 40. So it's 120 versus 150. It did about the exact same damage. Both of them are neutral effective. I don't know. Signal Beam. Oh, that's... For whatever reason, I thought Signal Beam wasn't super effective. See, look how much special defense Gojira has. I completely forgot Signal Beam was super effective. That was double special attack Signal Beam. And that only did like 2/3 of his HP. So Chandelure, but that only has Flamethrower and Shadow Ball. Chandelure can't touch Gojira. Honestly, I think a Stone Edge can kill that Chandelure. I'm not willing. I think a Crunch could kill it too, though. So, yeah, I mean, I'm willing to use Crunch here. Calm Mind. So yeah, I mean, so yeah, let's use what is it? Yeah, just I think a Crunch is enough to kill it. I don't think we need to use Stone Edge. Yeah, well, Stone Edge wasn't necessarily. it wasn't worth the risk. And then Flame Body's kind of obnoxious. I actually don't think I have, that's actually kind of sucks because I don't think I have a burn heal. That may have actually decided the battle. Like that may have 100% decided the battle because I don't think I have a burn heal. Like, well, first off, Gojira's gonna die now. Only if only I had a 4-star. Like I only have max potions. Do I have like some sort of berry? Do I? It's like a Ross berry. No, I don't. That's kind of not obnoxious. But here's the thing: it doesn't have a move to. This is actually good because Cresselia doesn't have a move to damage Gojira, and because it's burned, it can't use Toxic. Yeah, we win here. We win here because we just spam Crunch, and then we eventually win. Like I can actually, like, yeah, we win even with the burn decreasing our attack. Like it doesn't have anything that could possibly damage us. Like so, yeah, we just use a max potion here. Yeah, we win because again, 0 move to damage us. Psyshock is its only attacking move, which doesn't affect us. And then with the burn, it prevents it from using Toxic, so it has no way to beat us. We actually win. So this is actually a win. Even if it uses Reflect, like, because Reflect is like one of its moves, right? All that in, unfortunately, leftovers makes things a bit, it makes things a bit complicated. But even so, Crunch has the chance to lower its defense. So, yeah, she uses Reflect. Yeah, and she has no way to buff her defense. So, yeah, we eventually win here. This is actually obnoxious, though. So, yeah, but now we just spam Crunch here. We literally just need to wait. We need to wait until we beat it. Honestly, the burn's kind of obnoxious there, though. I think I'd rather have the Toxic because at least I can deal damage with Toxic as opposed to, because I'm dealing 1/4 of what I should be given the burn and Reflect. So why am I not getting any defense lowers? Was that something that was removed? I'm kind of need to get lucky with those, so long as Reflect stuff. This is the issue, right? I can't swap into Levain because the Psyshock would one-shot Levain given all the buffs Cresselia has with Calm Mind, right? So I need to stay into Gojira to win this battle or whatnot. Yeah, so that's kind of obnoxious, but I mean it's a win's a win, right? I'm really hoping we just get more defense lowers because that's that and Reflect endings really the only thing that can increase the amount of damage we're doing to it. And then even if Crunch runs out, I could just use the rest of my moves. Like, not really an issue. Yeah, so we got how many defense lowers? I think just 1 so far. And Reflect should be ending too. We have like, yeah, Reflect faded. So this will be the last Crunch before we need to heal up again. Oh my God, it got there. I forgot it outsped us. So there's gonna be no possible way we're gonna hit it without the Reflect up. And yeah, it's defense fall. That's actually nice. So yeah, we'll use the max potion here. So this honestly, this sucks. Like just throwing it out there, like this sequence of things. Like honestly, I'm gonna use the X attack on Gojira. Like, yeah, I'm gonna use the X attack here, I think. Let's see, given it's what? Yeah, stats won't go higher. Yeah, I'm gonna use the X attack here. So where's the because I'm not gonna switch it out, right? So I think this is the right play. So yeah, where's the X attack? Yeah, let's use these. So Calm Mind. But here's the thing: how many more crunches do I have left? Even if like a Stone Edge will still do a lot of damage, right? Like it's not that great. Yeah, I've got 4 left. I think I may be able to kill it with these 4 crunches, given I now have +1 attack and it's at -2 defense. So yeah, the next, like I should be able to kill it with the next one. And it doesn't, she doesn't have any more 4 stores, right? Or any sort of potions. But yeah, so I mean, all it took was training up 2 of the strongest Pokemon in my PC to level 68. But in the end, it was worth it because we managed to win. So, but again, here's the thing. The main, I guess, what would you call it? Like, not success, but the main potential gain we have from this battle is more backstory on Diana and Persephone. I'm really hoping she reveals more, but then again, she may not. We don't know.
Because the badge is irrelevant. That doesn't matter. Progression in the game, okay. Because, like, yeah, now we need to go deal with confront Tane and Orion, presumably at the Dragon Ruins. But the real potential gain here is more backstory regarding Diana and Persephone. I really hope she gives us more of that. But let's see. That was a stunning battling. I mean, like, that was obnoxious regarding the amount of effort I need to go through the beater or whatnot. But it seems as if I've been toppled. I guess it had to happen eventually. Like, what? I'm like, congratulations, user prize. I'm like, why are you walking towards us? Dreamland badge. This will let higher level Pokemon obey you. You can also attract rare wild Pokemon in areas such as the Friend Safari. Take this too as a gift from me. Tane Psychic. So I can teach that to Demix. And that's also, Psychic is actually a strength move, like throwing that out there. Psychic is perhaps the most well-known Psychic move. Very strong and very reliable. This TM is definitely an invaluable asset for any trainer. Next, I'll assume you want to go to Amphitrite City. Amphitrite City, Ampharos, my boyfriend Cal Reith. Is that, there's, like, that's not a name, runs the gym there. So I guess, yeah, because someone tipped that Diana was, like, dating one of our gym leaders, and that was, like, a public thing or whatnot. But, yeah, so it's actually, Boythorn's what, the next gym leader? Like, yeah, the next one, the 7th. His team specializes around the rain. That's interesting, because if you remember to the Persephone, if you remember to the interaction between Persephone and the Dark, no, it wasn't even Persephone into the Darkrai Call Grunt. If you remember back to the interaction between Zenith in the Infernal Call Grunt, when he was telling the Grunt the true nature of the prophecy, the third part of the prophecy, because obviously, you know, Zenith was Zachary. He was there when the prophecy was recited to us or whatnot. And then the Grunt mentioned how the only people who were able to stop us, or well, it might have been, sorry, we're moving a hoodie. It might have been, I guess it doesn't matter who it was. It was either Zenith or the Grunt. And they said, given the true nature of the prophecy, that narrows it down to either us three, or like the trio of me, Nora, and Damien, one of us three, or the Rain Team gym leader. At the time, I'm like, I have no clue what that is. Is that Audrey? But no, they're referring to Cal Reith. This is what this is saying, because she's like, oh yeah, his team specializes around the Tane, around the rain. That's the Rain Team gym leader. So presumably the Infernal Cult's going to go after him, because they straight up said, okay, the children won't join us. That's obvious. So we got to go after the Rain Team guy, right? And remember, at the time, we had no clue what that was referring to. But now, given this reveal that, oh, Cal Reith, Diana's boyfriend, next gym leader, has a team specialized around the rain, that's what the Abyssal Call is referring to. Or not Abyssal, Infernal. That's interesting. I never thought that was going to be revealed, because I didn't even look ahead towards the gyms, but I'm like, I don't think there's any like water gyms. But here she's stating that, oh, his team specializes around the rain, the next gym leader, the Rain Team gym leader that the Infernal Call was talking about. You might want to prepare for that. That shouldn't be an issue. Don't forget, you can exit the gym by going straight down. So, okay, she's not here. I was going to say, I was really hoping we get some more potential backstory. Or like one of the gains we'd get from this battle would be more potential backstory, or potentially more backstory regarding her and Persephone. I'm really interested in that. I really am interested in that. Like, I want to know what happened, how Persephone was, how she abandoned Persephone, how Persephone was captured. Again, I think she was she's not, here's my theory, right? She's the current leader of the Darkrai Cult, obviously, but I don't think she's the founder. I think the original Darkrai Cult was after Diana and Persephone, and Diana needed to abandon Persephone. And then the Darkrai Cult got a hold of her because of that. And they're like, oh, well, we weren't able to get the one who's connected to Darkrai, because we know Diana's connected to Darkrai. We were able to get her sister and whatnot. So they indoctrinated her and sort of groomed her to be the next leader of the Darkrai Cult. And that would make sense regarding why they're so lax about sort of speaking about the Darkrai Cult, and ultimately why she'd be after Darkrai and resent her sister as a result, because, again, Darkrai keeps going to her sister for seemingly there's Tane. I'm like, man, Tane, he was just like walking. We didn't even see any freaking dialogue this time. He was just straight up walking. I'm like, so yeah, obviously he's going to the Dragon Ruin, right? I need to see like, okay, hold on, let me just look at Tane's team. Like I'm gonna look at the Dragon Ruins and look at Tane's team. Like Tane's team. I already know we're gonna lose. Like, no, here's the thing though, right? I'm actually not going to, because there's presumably going to be some interaction prior to a battle with Tane. It'll likely be an interaction between him and Orion. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through that interaction first and then leave and then like soft reset, because we know then, okay, we battle him and we need to prepare for that. But the interaction I don't want to potentially spoil. So that's the main issue. I guess we can sort of predict his team, right? I mean, we know he's likely going to have the Unova trio. I feel like that's fairly obvious. Also, yeah, I swapped the boxes up. Box 1 is normal Pokemon, box 2 Deltas, and box 3 Pokemon we've used. So I feel like they deserve their own box, like Pokemon that are nicknamed or whatnot. Ooh, no, don't jump. But yeah, so let's think about what Tane's team could contain. It's going to contain the Unova trio, I'm pretty sure. Maybe even if he has the DNA splicers, maybe I'm thinking one of two things. One, his team contains the whole Unova trio. Or two, he uses the DNA splicers on, like, let's say, Kyurem and Zekrom and gets, I think that's Kyurem Black, right? So either he has the whole Unova trio, or he actually does give Reshiram back to Orion and then uses the DNA splicers on Kyurem and Zekrom. And then has, like, armored Kyurem Zekrom or something stupid along those lines. We know he has a Stunfisk because one of the townsmen mentioned, or we know he has a Typhlosion and Stunfisk because one of the townspeople mentioned, oh yeah, there's this weird guy who walked through with the Typhlosion and Stunfisk, and that's obviously Tane because he had a Mega Stunfisk in the first battle. I don't remember him having a Typhlosion. However, yeah, those are the 3 Pokemon we know he may potentially have. We know he's going to have either the whole Unova trio, or he actually gives Reshiram back to Orion and then uses the DNA splicers on Kyurem and Zekrom, gets Kyurem Black, potentially even armored. And then he has Mega Stunfisk and Typhlosion. Or maybe even just like normal Stunfisk, and maybe he keeps, what was the Mega he used in the previous battle? Mega Charizard. We don't know what Mega, given he's had multiple Megas, like 2 different Megas, we don't know whether his Stunfisk is necessarily going to be Mega or whatnot. But again, I'm not going to end it here. I want to see the interaction for myself because obviously, you know, I'm going to want to know Tane's team for when we eventually battle him. However, going to look that up may potentially incur spoilers. So the alternative is see the interaction first and then soft reset as soon as the battle starts. Because I'm pretty sure there's going to be a battle of Tane here, right? I mean, just throwing that out there. Like, if it's given, we know there's going to be interaction between Tane and Orion regarding on whether Orion gets back Reshiram or not, and then likely a battle with him or whatnot. And also, I actually explored this route previously. Hold on. Was it this guy who said it? I think it was this guy who said it regarding, yeah, he's like, some creep with a Stunfisk and Typhlosion went up to the Dragon Ruin earlier today. Wonder what that was all about. Yeah, that's Tane. Tane's actually my favorite character, and I said this in our previous interaction. I just think Tane's so cool. Like, he's probably my favorite character in the whole game. Like, he's not even a cult leader. He's literally just a cult admin. This sign wasn't removed, but the sign up there should be removed, right? Like, the sign blocking. Okay, so yeah, there was a sign up. Okay, really? Wow, Pokemon battle. Sceptile, that's interesting. I actually don't think I got an encounter here before. Yeah, why am I not using my Max Repel? But yeah, I mean, Tane really is my favorite character. I mean, just not even a cult leader, cult admin, and he just casually has the Unova trio. And presumably, like I said, either he's going to keep the Unova trio and it was a trap for Orion, or he may actually, because what I'm thinking is he may actually give Orion Reshiram back and then just use the DNA splicers on, what is it, Kyurem and Zekrom, and maybe even potentially have some armor for that. We don't know. We don't know what's going to happen here. Yeah, so again, we're going to go through this interaction, then soft reset. so we can prepare for the battle properly if there is one. Okay, so we're going this way. Jesus Christ, what is this? Can we please don't tell me this is like a maze. Okay, let's try and force the interaction because I'll do any other preparation later off screen. Let's go left. I'm just gonna go left. Yeah, I assume. Oh my God, this is gonna be obnoxious. Yeah, let's keep going. Just go up. Really, I can't go past there. Oh my God. This is going to be obnoxious. Am I going to spend the rest of this time actually just getting there as opposed to seeing the interaction? Because I'm not going to spoil the interaction. I just want to get to it, right? Oh my God, this wasn't even the right way. This is actually like a maze. Let's pick up that magnet. So, yeah, I see a TM up there. This is literally a maze. What if Orion gets lost? Like, what does Tane do then? If Orion gets lost, it's like, I'm waiting. He just like sends out like a message to Orion. He's like, dude, do you know where you're going? Okay, there's an item down here. Let's grab that. He's like, meet me here. Like, I actually want to see you, right? Like, I want to give you back Reshiram, but I mean, you're lost. Like, you can't find your way. Like, what does Tane do then? Like, what? I don't even see what it does. Oh my God, this is so huge. Can we even go this way? No, we can't. We have to go up. Oh my God, this is huge. Why are how did Tane get through here so quickly? Like, I'm just trying to get to the interaction, right? Like, I don't care about anything else. How did Tane get through here so quickly? Like, no. Oh my God, that's blocked off. How did Tane get through here so quickly? Can we? Oh my God. Can we hold on. Okay, we can. How did Tane's like, I don't know what Tane's doing. I have no clue how he got through here so quickly. Like, Tane just must have fast traveled to the end. Oh my God, please don't tell me. Okay, thank God this isn't the dead end. This is a lot bigger. The Dragon Runes are a lot bigger than I thought. Okay, we're at the end. I think this is the end. Okay, so let's see whatever interaction is supposed to go here. Obviously, I'm going to soft reset right before battle if there is one, but I want to see the interaction, right? And again, my predictions, either Tane just keeps the Unova trio, battles us, or he actually gives Orion back Reshiram and then uses the DNA splicers to make Curum Black or whatnot, and then potentially have armor for it. Where's Tane? This has got to be the place, right? Okay, what the hell is Nora doing here? Like, this was supposed to... Nora wasn't even there. Like, Nora wasn't there when Tane was talking to Orion. It was literally just us. Nora wasn't even there. So why is Nora here? Like, what's she doing here? Okay, there's Tane. There's Curum. I'm so glad you decided to show up. Tane speaking. Everyone is here but Orion. Like, I don't know why Nora's here. We're obviously here to see what Tane's going to do, right? But Orion isn't here. That's like the one person we're waiting on. That'd actually be really funny if it was just like Tane, us, and Nora chilling. Tane's like, oh, I actually can't do anything until Orion gets here. So we just like chill and like talk until Orion gets here. It's like, oh, how's the cult business going, Tane? It's like, it's going all right. Like, ups and downs. Like, this is the moment of my triumph. Bro, you're not even a cult leader. Like, but Tane, still though, that doesn't even matter in this situation, right? Because Tane, he's probably stronger than every cult leader besides Rukra at this point. Well, actually, let's just do process of elimination, okay? Audrey's presumably dead. I'm hoping she's not. Like, I'm really hoping she's still alive. Like, there's no way that the first legitimate person they would kill off would be a cult leader, especially after the reveal of her being Damien Pond. There's just zero way. And then, so she's stronger than Audrey. He's stronger than both Zenith and Persephone because neither of them have their legendaries. Or, well, now Zenith is Groudon, but he didn't incorporate it as part of his party yet. Yern, Mega Rayquaza could give him some trouble, but again, that's only one. Like, that's Yern's only Pokemon. So I think Tane is probably the second strongest person in the whole game besides Rukra, who's, we're just assuming is stronger than Tane, given he's the leader of the Perfection Cult. But I'm honestly curious what Tane's going to do here, because either, he already has the whole Unova trio. So, like, again, either he just, like, lured us as a trap to battle us or beat us with 3 the Unovan legendaries, or, you know, he actually gives Reshiram back, but uses DNA splicers to make Kyurem black and maybe armor for that too. Every time I failed, you were there to witness it. After we tried to create the perfect Delta Pokemon. We weren't there. Hold on. Was this an event? Was this an event prior to us having our memories erased? This could very well have been an event prior to our memories being erased, because there was no event that happened along these lines. Like, there was no events that we know of that happened along these lines, right? Like, the first interaction we had with Tane was preventing him from getting Reshiram, right? Then the second was battling him in the Perfection Base. And the third was just another battle in Anastasia's workshop. So this definitely happened prior to when our memories were erased. So we would have no idea of that. So us, before our memories were erased, we actually stopped the Perfection Cult from creating presumably a perfect Delta Pokemon above the rest, after we experimented with Mega Evolution and the incident with Pokerus. But when did we stop them from creating? Because this was something, actually, I do remember that. That was in, what was it? That was in Sonata Hills. But creating the perfect Delta Pokemon, there was nothing we intruded on that's anything similar to that. So that's why I was thinking it happened before we had our memories wiped. But maybe that did happen and I just don't remember it. Because this was something that definitely did happen afterwards or during the story or whatnot. In Mauled. Yeah, Mauled, freaking Rip Mauled. Is Tane and Rukra aware that Damien is now infected with Pokerus? Is that something that they are planning? We know that whoever the guy in the suit was at the end of the second climax is aware and is in control of them. But are Tane and Rukra aware of that? I guess that's the question. And now that our experiment with armor failed too, you might think we're running out of ideas. I mean, it didn't even fail. We just beat him. Like, it wasn't like the armor was ineffective. It did what it was supposed to do. We just straight up beat them. I don't know. The perfect Delta Pokemon. When was that? Was that actually referring to us battling him in Perfection Base or whatnot? I don't know. Like, tell me, Raven Nord, do you know the myth of the Unova Dragon? The Unova Dragon, is that the one? The Unova Dragon, is that the one that split into Zekrom and Reshiram? Because Zekrom and Reshiram, I think the story is that they were originally one creature that split up. That could be what he's referring to. Like, I don't know what else he'd be referring to, because he actually has the whole Unova trio, right? So, like, ultimately, I mean, I don't know what else he could possibly be referring to, because the Unova Dragon can refer to any one of the three Unova Dragons, right? But I think, like, the myth of it, or, like, the Unova Dragon above those three would be referring to when they originally, because I'm pretty sure Zekrom and Reshiram were originally one Pokemon, and I think that's what he's referring to. Legend speaks of a gargantuan dragon that once reigned over all of Unova. His power was supervised by two brothers, the princes of the region. However, these brothers constantly fought over their beliefs. So presumably this is referring to what? Kyurem, Reshiram, and Zekrom, right? Like Kyurem being the what he's talking about, and then Zekrom and Reshiram being like the two who represent opposing ideals or beliefs or whatnot. One seek truth, one strove for ideals, and find no middle ground. They split the great dragon into three. Okay, the great dragon. When does the dragon incorporate into this? So yeah, this is confirmation. He was referring to the original combination of not just Zekrom and Reshiram, but Zekrom, Reshiram, and Kyurem. So yeah, this is what he's referring to is three different people in one Unova Dragon that was split into three, one per each or whatnot, right? Yeah, Reshiram, truth. Zekrom, ideals emerged, where Kyurem was left as the dragon's empty husk. Because, yeah, we knew with the DNA splicers, Jetsis was at least on track for, like, you know, trying to bring it back or whatnot. He had 1 or 2/3 of the combo. Like, but obviously, you know, 3/3, there was no way to attain that. At least, you know, by, like, that time or whatnot. So this rune is very, very ancient. Yeah, because we know one of the townspeople mentioned that this rune was very connected to the Univin region. So it makes sense, right, how it holds some special place among the dragon or whatnot. The Univin dragon, referring to the combination of Kyurem, now we know Kyurem, Zekrom, and Reshiram. So while the dragon did rule in Unova, the war between the brothers was in Torn. That's interesting, because we know of the Kanto Torn War. However, now we know that ultimately the brothers warred, which were actual people in Torn, and then ultimately that was what split the dragon, or like the dragon split between them. In fact, the Great Spleen was at this very spot, So yeah, this is where, you know, the Great Dragon, being the combo of all three, was split into three, right? The shrine was built here in the hopes that one day the dragon might be formed once again and bring peace to the land. I don't think we're standing in the shrine, dude. We're standing in like ruins. But I guess again, this was a long time ago. So still like here in spirit or whatnot. I think we all know where this is going. I think it's obvious where this is going. Tane's going to bring back the Great Dragon. The combination of Kyurem, Reshiram, and Zekrom. I don't see otherwise. I mean, given he's like saying, okay, yeah. Given he's giving us the whole backstory, the whole spiel on it, him saying, yeah, this is a very special spot. It was where it was split up, and people were hoping that it would come back together again one day. Is Tane really going to combine Kyurem, Reshiram, and Zekrom? Because again, this game takes place 30 years after the main series Pokemon game, specifically 30 years after Alpha Sapphire. So the events of Black and White, Black 2, White 2 happened around a similar time. Then this wasn't even heard of. I mean, obviously there was the tale, but no one even thought of bringing back the ancient dragon. Like, that wasn't even a thought. But 30 years later, Tane, this random cult admin who was able to acquire the Unova trio, is now presumably about to bring back the Univin dragon, the great Univin dragon, the combo of all three. That day is today. So yeah, he's literally like, okay, I'm going to do it. Where's Orion? Orion needs to see this. Like, Orion's really missing out. He's the one person who actually needs to be here. While Rukra has been busy experimenting, the most important job in the Perfection Cult was left to me. This is interesting. So the Perfection Cult is after a legendary. It's after the great Univin dragon legendary. So yeah, he's like, obvious, most important job. That implies that that was the priority of the Perfection Cult. So that's interesting. So the Perfection Cult still was after a legendary. Granted, it's not a single legendary. It is the great Univin dragon, the combo of three. So, but that makes sense. They're still unique in a sense where their legendary is the combo of three legendaries. In fact, the three legendary dragons, the Univin trio. So yeah, that's interesting. Because again, we've never seen Rukra battle. So Rukra ultimately left this task up to Tane while he kind of just chilled and like presumably influenced things from behind the scene. Given presumably Rukra knows a lot of people. So given he was like injecting Pokerus into people, like testing out Mega Evolution, like or whatnot. So it was difficult. I need 3 different legendary Pokemon, but I succeeded. Yeah, he actually got them really quick because he had Kyurem before the first. He always had Kyurem, right? Then he got Zekrom in between the time of Sonata Hills and the Anastasia's Workshop incident. And then he obviously got Reshiram from Orion. That was kind of his last task. And that makes sense why he was after Reshiram in the very beginning, because that always was the goal. The goal was always to bring back the great Univin dragon, because that's probably above all legendaries in the game, with the exception of maybe Rayquaza, Arceus, and like Necrozma. I think that's honestly greater than all legendaries but those 3. So, and now, the original dragon was said to be a sign of leadership, of wholeness. It represented opposing beliefs, finding neutral ground and working together. That's what Kyurem's for, right? That's sort of like the mediator, the idea of harmony and of perfection. Harmony being the gym leader, perfection obviously being their cult name. Once we summon this creature, we'll be unstoppable. The Perfection Cult. The only thing left is to begin. So he is going to bring back the great Univin dragon, the combination of Kyurem, who is the husk of the dragon, Reshiram, who represents truth, and Zekrom, which represents ideals. I think I got that right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. So yeah, that's really interesting. So the story is of because there were three princes, right? There actually were three princes and a great dragon. And then the princes split the great dragon for their own needs or greed or whatnot. But now Tane's going to bring it back with the reveal that, that was the perfection cult is actually after a legendary. That legendary being the great dragon of the three legendary dragons, like of the Unova trio, the legendary dragons of the Unova trio. Yeah, that's interesting. So they really were after a legendary this whole time, but obviously still unique. But yeah, so yeah, there's Zekrom, there's Reshiram. He took off the Zekrom armor just like in time. Wow. I don't think anyone playing through because again, we need to take into consideration this is 30 years after the events of Black and White, Black 2, White 2. During that time, no one would have thought that anyone would actually acquire these Pokemon because they were originally in their egg form before they were awoken. And even then, once they were acquired, it was only by the main protagonist and antagonist. No one would have thought anyone but the main protagonist and main antagonist would be able to acquire even one of the Unova trio. But now here's Tane, who is a cult admin, not even leader, with all three. And he's going to bring back the great Unova dragon, its original form, 30 years later. This game progresses a lot. It's time to return to your origins. Join together and become whole once more. Ignis et fulgara funt unum. So him and Zenith are on that lantern. I'm interested to see this. We're about to get clapped right now. Hold on, let's see it. Because I actually don't know what it looks like. And now Great Dragon of Unova. The divine perfect God. Oh my god. Freaking I always liked Tane. I always liked the Perfection Cult. They really were my favorite. Tane, my favorite character, Perfection Cult, my favorite cult. Now it makes sense, right? He really brought back the great Unova dragon. Who knows how long ago it split up. This is the first time since then where it's whole again. Emerged the great. The great name here. I'm not gonna lie, I was listening to Tane's OST on YouTube, and the top comment was something name here, and I'm like, what the hell is name here? Is that a joke? The hell is name here? Because here's the thing, there's no way that here's what I think. Okay, there's no way that's its actual name. That's got to be something that the developers missed. But then why is it floating around all the YouTube OSTs and still not have been fixed? I don't know. Let's just see it. I want to see it. Show me it. I want to see it. Tane, you good? Tane, is it gonna show up? Tane? When's it gonna appear? Tane? What did you say? Wait, Nora? Wait, what? Is that Nora speaking? Maybe you didn't hear me, Dragon. I said emerge, the great name here. What's going on? Okay, spill the beans. What's going on? Orion's not here. Apparently Tame just disintegrated all three dragons because they're not showing up. The great dragon's not showing up. Are you reading that off of a scroll? What? Oh yeah, that makes sense because of the Latin, right? And what? Are you Nora? So Nora's speaking right now. Okay, are you reading that off of a scroll? I mean, that implies yes, he is. Yeah, why? I'm pretty sure you're reading that wrong. Name here is did they just write name here for the dragon? Imply, oh, dragon's name goes here. I think you're supposed to say the dragon's name at that part, not just name here. It's probably a placeholder. Oh, huh. That's what the parentheses are for. Okay, yeah, because it says emerge the great parentheses name here, and that's the name of the legendary dragon, right? But hold on, that's impossible. Wait, what? Nobody knows the name of the original dragon. What do you mean nobody knows? The people who wrote the scroll, they wrote how to summon it, right? Or to bring it back, so they would know the name. Because if they knew how to bring it back, they would ultimately know the name of the dragon, right? I have no clue what's going on. Nobody knows the name of the original dragon. Did Tane just freaking disintegrate the Univin trio because he doesn't know the name of the dragon? Because presumably, unless he can't say the original name, you know, those three, the Univin trio is gone, right? Like, because unless he says the name, it's not coming back. Like, it's just stuck as that, like, white mist. So, like, did he really just disintegrate the whole Univin trio? The only names that survived were Reshiram, Zekrom, and Kyurem. Make it a combo of the three. Will that work? Try that. How are we supposed to bring it back then? Fine, I was hoping to resurrect the original dragon today, but it seems like that's not happening. I'll find that name. I'll search every scroll text or book until I learn it. But for now, I'll split you into Kyurem, White, and Zekrom. Come forth, serve me. Okay, that's interesting. So he... Tane was my... No, Tane's... No, I can't lie. Tane's still my favorite character. That's like a 500 IQ moment by Tane. But, like, you know what would be funny is if Nora actually knew the name and she spoke it. That'd be really funny, as if she's like, oh, you mean... And then she says the name of the original dragon and it comes forth. That'd be really funny. But so, okay, he was reading that off of the scroll. So that's how he knew the Latin or like what phrases to say. But that's interesting because the scroll was on how to summon it, right? Yeah, the scroll was on how to summon it. So, but that doesn't make sense how they would know how to summon it but not know its name. Like, name here, did they... I don't understand how that works, like how they would know how to summon it but not know its name. Like, I guess anyway, like, I guess Tane saying no one knew the name, but like they knew how to summon it. I don't understand how that works. However, he can still split into Kyurem, White, and Zekrom. That's interesting. So he can kind of control their combos. Honestly, I think I'll deal with the two of you here now. Honestly, I think it's better just to use all three of them separately as opposed to have Kyurem, White, and Zekrom. White, right? I mean, I think that makes sense. Like, does he have armored Zekrom, though? Is Zekrom armored? The two of us? Wait, what? Is it a double battle? This is the end. Wait. Okay, here, hold on. I just want to look at... I want to look and see what Pokemon he has, right? So, okay, yeah, he's got 6, but... Okay, Route 13. Why is... Because it doesn't go to Route 13. Okay, yeah, it does go to Route 13. I forgot. Route 13 leads into Dragon Ruins. So, yeah, there's that. I mean, so Dragon Ruins is up here. Jesus, I'm looking at the map of Dragon Ruins. That's big. Okay, there's like a ton of stuff that happens here after. I just want to see what Tane's team is, right? Okay, yeah, you can... Yeah, I just want to see. It is a multi-battle because the quest is called The Great Name Here. And then it says Nora will work with the players, will work as, wait, what? Nora will work as the player's partner during the multi-battle. I thought that said Pokemon. And I'm like, okay, hold on. I just want to see, okay, there's some weird like stuff going on. Okay, let's see what Tane has. Yeah. Yeah. We lose here. I'm gonna soft reset. We're gonna get our asses kicked. Looking at his team, we're gonna get stomped by Tane. Like we don't know. Actually, hold on. Let me see what Nora's got. Okay, yeah, Nora's team is weak. Like, yeah, that actually sucks. Nora's team is weak as fuck. Like, throwing that out there. But Tane's gonna stomp us. Because here's the thing, right? It's a double battle. Nora has 6. We have 6. Tane's only got 6. But Tane's 6 Pokemon. Yeah, we're going to get stomped by Tane. I need to soft reset here and prepare. Yeah, we're not winning that battle unless we prepare. Like, that's not something we can just wing and then, like, be effective against. We're going to get stomped by Tane. Like, just looking at his team. That's interesting though that they chose to bring back Kyurem White, but that's because he already had Zekrom, right? Or not? He already had Zekrom. He already had Zekrom armor, so it made sense, right? Okay, let's go back. Yeah, actually no, I'm just gonna end it here because that'd take forever to get back. Yeah, I need to. Honestly, that's funny, right? Because that was a joke, right? honestly, because I kept seeing that in YouTube OSTs with Tane's theme, and I thought it was an original bug in the game where, like, okay, there was supposed to be the legendary dragon, but ultimately, you know, they probably did somehow. There was like a game bug along the way in the early versions where it said name here. But no, that was actually purposeful. Name here is what is written on the scroll because nobody knows the name. So now what Tane needs to do is actually find it. Like he needs to actually find whatever. Like, but here's the thing though, right? He said no one knows the name and there was no surviving like account of the name or whatnot. So presumably, unless somehow he like sees into the past, or like unless he like acquires like infinite knowledge, like Mulder Damien has, or something along those lines, he's not gonna find it. Like he needs to either do some like weird space-time warping to figure out the name, or like he needs to become like Mulder Damien and have like infinite knowledge on things. But yeah, let's look at it. Oh my god. Let's see, the great name here. Okay. Let's see, yeah, the great name here. Oh my god. So that was purposeful. That's really funny. But yeah, I'm going to end it here because I need to prepare for this battle. And I also need to go get all the stuff. Like, the Dragon Ruins is a big place. I need to go get all the extra stuff too. But yeah, we need to prepare for this. But here's the thing. Again, this is the last thing I'm going to say. It's a double battle. Both Nora and I have 6 Pokemon. So, and Tane only has 6. So it's a 12v6. But Tane's Pokemon are a lot stronger than ours. Throwing that out there. But in fact, I wouldn't be surprised if the level cap remains where it is. But yeah, I'm gonna end it here. Nothing else I gotta say. That was actually funny. Because again, just like my thoughts, I saw a name here like the joke on YouTube OSTs, right, for his theme or whatnot, because I was listening to it because it's pretty cool, not gonna lie. Seems badass. And then like I thought it was like a joke, like in that one of the earlier patches of the game, they didn't include the dragon's name, and it said like name here or whatnot as a title holder, because like due to some bug or like technical glitch or error, and I thought that's what it was referring to. But no, that's actually purposeful as part of the story. That's actually really funny. Oh my god, the scroll actually said name here. But yeah, I'm gonna end it. There's really nothing else I gotta do. So yep, guess that's it for today. See you in the next one.